Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 12 of vector differentiation. In previous lecture, we have discussed the concept of scalar potential. One example also we have solved, and one example for practice I have given. We have started with the case 1 examples. This is also one type of example in case 1. If f bar equal to x plus 2y plus az into I cap plus bx minus 3y minus z into j cap plus 4x plus cy plus 2z into k cap is irrotational. Means it is given that this field is irrotational. Under this condition, find ABC first and determine, once you get the ABC, determine scalar potential phi such that f bar equal to del phi. So as it is given that f bar is irrotational, so from that we can conclude that del cross f bar, that is curl of f bar, is 0 bar, which is 0 of vectors, and del cross f bar is this determinant equal to 0 bar. So let us calculate this determinant, equate it to 0 bar. We'll get some equation in ABC and that can be solved for ABC. So first, I into del by del y, derivative with respect to y is c, derivative with respect to z is minus 1, minus will become plus, c plus 1 minus j into del by del x, with respect to x is 4, then del by del z of this, with respect to z is a plus a, and in between we have minus, so minus a plus k times del by del x, it is b, and del by del y is plus 2, in between we have minus 2 equal to 0 bar. 0 bar can be written as 0i plus 0j plus 0k. Now we have vector equal to vector, so these two are equal. It means by equality, on equating we'll get equations. On equating, this equal to 0, coefficient of I with the coefficient of I, c plus 1 equal to 0, which will give us c equal to minus 1. Next equation, 4 minus a equal to 0, which will give us a equal to 4. And last equation, b minus 2 equal to 0, will give us b equals to 2. So these are the values of a, b, c. A equal to 4, b equal to 2, and c equal to minus 1. Now using these values, we are going to calculate what? Scalar potential. For these values, the function is irrotational. So we are going to use these values for calculating phi. So now first part is over. Now we'll determine the scalar potential. Phi. It is equal to integration. The formula we'll write one more time. Integration f1 dx, y and z constant, integration f2 dy, in this z constant, and term free of x, that is no x. Third, f3 dz, in this no x, no y, plus constant. This terms free of both x and y we are going to consider. So that can be phi equals to first term. I have erased it. Here we have f1. First term, f1 is x plus 2y plus az. Now we'll take the value of a for calculation. The first term is x plus 2y, az, a is 4, so plus 4z. Integration with respect to x, yz constant. Second term, no x, term free of x. This term we are not going to consider. So only two terms remain, minus 3y minus z with respect to y. And here also z is constant on this integration. Plus integration no x, no y, term free of x and y of f3. This term contains x, this term contains y. Only this term doesn't contain x and y. So that term will take for integration with respect to z. Plus constant. Okay. Now let us complete the integration. We'll get our required scalar potential. Phi. Y and z constant. Integration with respect to x. X integration with respect to x. X square by 2. 2y is a constant. Integration of 1 will be 2y into x, that is 2xy. This will be 4xz. 4 and z both constant. Integration of 1 will be x. Here minus integration with respect to y. Minus 3y square by 2. Minus z is constant. Integration of 1 will be y. finally the integration of 2z with respect to z will be z square by 2, and 2 will get cancelled, z square will have plus constant integration. So this will be the final value of phi. So this is how you can do. This is a different type of problem in which we have calculated first constant and then phi. Okay, in previous example we have not calculated any constant. There we have shown that field is irrotational. Here we have used the concept of that field is irrotational. Using that we have done the calculation of ABC and then the scalar potential. So these type of examples can be there in case 1. Okay, now let us take one example of case 2 and some example for practice I will give you. Okay. This is the case 2 example. Question is, show that f bar equal to r square r bar is conservative and obtain scalar potential associated with it. So conservative means we need to show that it is irrotational, that is its curl equal to 0. So in example question, in solution sorry, I have written the given function bar which is r square r bar. Now consider del cross f bar, that is curl of that function, which is equal to del cross r square r bar. Now we don't have here the function in terms of xyz, it is in terms of r bar. Therefore in second case we cannot find that curl using the definition of determinant. Okay, in determinant we use the definition of determinant whenever f bar is in terms of xyz. Here we have f bar in terms of r bar. So in such a case we are going to take help of vector identities. That part is yet to discuss, but some result from that vector identities I will write for you. That can help you to understand the solution. So very first identity I am going to use. For solving this further, we are going to use this identity del cross phi into u bar equal to del phi cross u bar plus del cross u bar into phi. This is one vector identity. Phi is a scalar function. U bar is a vector function. When we have scalar into vector, and if you are calculating curl of that, in that case this rule you can use. These rules are like rules of differentiation. First del we operate on phi scalar function cross u bar. This is vector into vector, therefore cross in between. This now del will operate on u bar, so that can be written as del cross u bar. These two are vectors, so cross in between two, vector into this scalar. Now here we have one scalar function, one vector function. The same rule can be applied for this. This rule is applicable for this situation. So phi is this, u bar is this, vector is this. So after applying that rule, del of phi, that is del of r square cross r bar plus del cross r bar into r bar. This equation will get. Now for solving this further, we need to take help of few more rules. Del of f of r. When we have del of some function of r, this example also we have solved in the beginning. It is equal to f dash of r upon r into r bar. So del of r square for this function will be f dash of r. Its derivative is 2r divided by r into r bar. Okay, this is normal multiplication. Don't use any cross sign. Okay, so cross may create confusion. So del of r square finally you will get equal to 2 times r bar. Also one result we know, we have del cross r bar equal to 0. So curl of r bar is 0. So that can be used here. So on using this value del of r square and del cross r bar in this equation 1, we get this equation del cross f bar equal to 2r bar cross r bar plus 0 bar, 0 of vector. Okay. Now again, if two vectors are identical, their cross product is 0. This is one of the property of cross product. A bar cross a bar is 0 for any vector. Therefore r bar cross r bar is also 0. So finally we'll get the del cross f bar as 0, and that will complete the first part, that f bar is conservative. Okay. So for completing this example, some identities I have used. Okay, that identities we are going to discuss in coming lectures, so that you will at that time also you can understand this very easily. This is very easy, not difficult. Now the second half, we are going to obtain scalar potential associated with it. Now whenever your f bar is function of r bar, at that time we obtain phi by solving differential equation. Consider that differential equation. What is the differential equation? We have written it already in previous class. D phi equal to f bar dot dr bar. Now substitute the value of f bar, which is r square r bar dot dr bar. Okay, this is scalar quantity, it will be outside. So this can be written as, again that result we are going to use r bar dot dr bar equal to rdr. This also we have discussed. So this will be equal to r bar dot dr bar is rdr. So finally this will be equal to r cube dr, and on the left we have d phi, which is differential equation in variable separable form. Integrate both sides. We'll get integration of d phi will be phi. Integration of r cube with respect to r is to 4 by 4 plus constant of integration. So this will be the final answer of phi. Final answer is in terms of r, which is equal to r is to 4 by 4 plus c. It is very easy to solve, but this relation you must understand. R bar dot dr bar value is equal to rdr. Okay, so this is how you can solve example of this type. So hope you have understood this type of example. Few example for practice also I am going to give on this particular type, and that will complete our scalar potential part after that. Okay, if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask in comment box. Some examples I will give, you try to complete them. So these are some examples. So these are some examples. First is show that f bar equal to y square cos x is rotational and find scalar potential phi such that f bar equal to del phi. This is type 1 example. You can complete it at home. Now second question is quite different. Verify whether following are irrotational, and if so, find scalar potential phi. So first you need to verify they are irrotational or not. If they are not, there is no need of finding scalar potential. If they are, then find in that case scalar potential. So first is of first case, next two are of second case. F bar equal to r bar upon r square. Just now one example we have discussed of this type. Just r square was in the numerator. So in that way you can complete it. The same result of identity can be used for calculating the solution. Now in the third one, when you check whether it is irrotational or not, at that time one result you will need. That result is del of a bar dot r bar. The value of it is a bar. So this result will help you in the calculation. Okay, and the rest calculations are easy. You can easily prove that it is irrotational and find the scalar potential associated with it. Okay, if they are irrotational in these three, if they are irrotational, if you get them as irrotational, then only you need to calculate scalar potential phi. So that's it from the topic scalar potential. In coming lecture, we are going to start the last topic, which is very important one, vector identities. That will be the last topic from the vector differentiation unit, and it will take 2 to 3 lectures. Okay, thank you so much.